late right now, but just kind of wanted to share how I'm feeling. Just kind of, I don't know, life is stupid sometimes. Um, I don't know if anybody's gonna join, but that's okay. If they do, if they don't, that's fine. I'm just sharing my feelings. And honestly, feel free to feel your sharings. Wow, feel your sharings. Share your feelings in the comments of how you're kind of feeling. But I just wanted to, talk a little bit about how I've been feeling. I've honestly been feeling pretty, I don't know, I don't know if off is the word. I don't know, I've just been kind of trying to figure out life or something like that. I don't know. It's late, so my brain's not fully working, but um, I just thought I'd do kind of a little live here, see what life is like. Huh? See, I don't even know what I'm saying right now, cause it's 2:38 in the morning. Pretty sure nobody's on right now. One of my subscribers, I think a lot of my subscribers are still in school, like high school and under for some reason. I mean, I have no problem about that, but um, I just wanted to talk about kind of how life's been going. Um, it's been going mostly okay. Um, yeah, I don't know. Um, I just wanted to think. I don't even know what I was gonna say. Um, do you ever just feel like kind of sad for no reason? Like you're not sad, but you just kind of feel off. I don't know if it's just because right now it's late. Obviously, it's part of it, maybe. But I don't know. I might delete this later. I'm maybe not. But oh my gosh, my hair. I gotta fix it. Um, but yeah, I'm just wondering if anybody else knows what it's like to just. I don't know if I feel sad. I just feel off. Um, I don't know. This is kind of confusing. I'm being a little off. My brain is. I don't know. Hello. Hi, Snooky. Okay then. I'm I'm not your Snooky. Thank you very much. But hello. um, that's funny. Um, yeah. I don't know. I'm just out of it tonight. Can I sing? Sing what? Like I don't know. I can sing. You asked me, can I sing as in, do I have the ability to, or are you asking if I should sing? 'Cause I don't know. I could sing sort of a little bit. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm so tired. uh, yeah, that's funny. Um, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of what else to say because I'm like, I don't even know why I'd started the live. I just kind of felt like to just kind of hang out a little bit on live. Um, and then go to bed. Fair point. I needed to vent, but then nothing was coming out of my brain to say words. Um, yeah. I don't know. Hi. Hello. Hello, Missy. It's, you guys want to see a gift that I got from my bestie, um, for Christmas? He's so cute. You guys want to see it? I'm gonna show. I'll show you. Yeah. See, this is it's it's a mochi stuffed animal. It's for my best friend Riea. Um, his name is Tappy. I named him Tappy. Yeah. Yeah. I love my bestie. She awesome. You guys like my shirt? It says hold on, let me look. Oh, that's the camera. It says Christ. It's like crushed soda, but it's what do you call it? Yeah. It's Christ. It says Christ. And it so I think it says Jesus Christ is the only what? Wait, I can't read upside down right now. Is the only one who can quench your thirst. That's what it says. And yeah, I don't know. Honestly, the only way I've made it this far in life is because of Jesus. That's this shirt reminded me of that. Um, I don't know. I'd probably be in a really bad place if I didn't have him. But yeah, life has been. It's like put myself on the spot and I immediately forget everything I've ever done in my entire life. Um, let's see. I'm gonna I'm gonna put this. There we go. Now I don't have to hold it. Um, I'm trying to think of what else to say about life. Um, I don't. I don't. Maybe some of you've never heard of him before, but there's this guy, this actor. He died a couple years ago, but his name is Jerry Lewis, and Nutty Professor guy. Um, anyway, he. I've recently watched some of his old movies, and something about like antique kind of, not antique, but older movies. They're kind of cozy. They're a lot more cozy than some of the more intense shows that they have nowadays. But I've watched 3 Jerry Lewis movies the last couple of days, and I'll just say I call it a vintage crush. I have a crush on the younger version of Jerry Lewis, just in like celebrity crush kind of vibes. Not really. I just think he's cute when he was younger. Um, but I just watched the movie, and one of the things I just saw is the sadness kind of that I saw behind his eyes, even like when he was doing it a more normal character, not instead of like a goofy character where he was like being a little more goofy. um I don't know, is I think that's been making me think kind of about the silly goofy guy you see down the street. Behind those eyes though, sometimes it's this deep sadness that you just sometimes the saddest people are the ones that smile the largest. um and you can be joyful and still sad. I'll just make sure to say that because that's kind of me. My vibe is I'm happy and, well, I would say joyful, but I'm not always happy. I try to be more happy, but sometimes happiness happens when it happens. I'd rather be peaceful than happy or sad. Peaceful is different than being happy or being sad. It's kind of like a nice, neutral, cozy mood where you're not too overwhelmed. It's like not too much of either. And I don't know, Jerry Lewis, at least back then, while making those movies, I just could see that deep sadness in his eyes, and it broke me because it's almost like I was seeing myself, because I'm pretty sure he had autism, that Jerry Lewis, because there's no way you make that many motor noises and stuff without being without being like Aspie or something, at least in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. It's almost 3 a.m. But I really resonated with that, and maybe that's why. It's because I saw a bit of myself in him that, in some ways, and because I saw the sadness that I have sometimes. Not as bad maybe as some of as I saw in his eyes, but a little bit reflected. And I don't know. I don't know if anybody else has felt that way, where they just kind of feel like, because something I see in people a lot of times is I'll see they're being goofy and happy, but sometimes there's some people that I'll just, for just a moment, they'll like drop the subconscious or conscious, whichever it is, depending on the person, mask that they have. What up? Please don't judge or ridicule those with synergistic autism for your own entertainment, please. I have autism. I was Rob Mack. I'm talking to you. I have autism. I was just making a lighthearted joke about it, because I'm pretty sure he had autism. Obviously, I can't diagnose him, but from what I observed, I'm pretty sure he had autism. He just wasn't diagnosed. I was not making fun of him. I was kind of laughing with him. Um, so I'm not ridiculing him. I was actually being like, it's like, ha ha ha, I, that's me kind of vibes, not like, why not on diagnosis, please? Why, that, I don't understand. I just just because I didn't say I knew he had it, but I'm pretty sure, like, I'm allowed to have an opinion, honestly. Um, I'm being respectful about it, so I don't understand, like, what's wrong with that. So, but I don't know. Anyway, um, but back on the Jerry Lewis thing. Uh, it's called having a respectful opinion. Um, if I had the if I had the ability to actually go to the official schooling, I probably could be a doctor in some field, but I because of my autism, there's other things getting in my way of being that. So I think we all have a right to comment on another person's situation, especially if you have, um, you know, what do you call it? If you have autism or something that's similar to their situation, I feel like you're allowed to, as long as you're being respectful and realizing you don't know everything about it. And I don't. I was just saying my opinion. Just because, but he's dead, so what am I gonna do? He's not alive anymore, so there's no, he can't get diagnosed. What do you mean? Just leave the? I did not kill him. What do you mean? He died in June of 20, or not June, but that, sorry, that was Adam West, but I'm talking about Jerry Lewis. Okay, now you're just being a troll. So I'm gonna ignore you very, very, like, respectfully, because now you're being a troll. Anyway, I just came on here to vent about my feelings, and I was just saying that Jerry Lewis, what I saw behind those eyes reminded me of kind of how I can be sometimes, like how you know my heart is for people, and maybe that's why I have a sense to see that a lot of times. And obviously I don't know if somebody has a diagnosis or not for sure, but sometimes, uh, diagnosed or not, doesn't matter if they have a disability or not, there's still a human that I can see with a broken heart, a broken soul sometimes. And it breaks my heart. I love the world. I love everyone. And I wish everyone could be okay. I wish I could press a button and make everything okay. And that's why I just, you know, I love people. And I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, just thinking, trying to think what else there is that I wanted to, talk about to the screen, to the people out there. No, no, speaking of vintage crushes, as I call them, the guy who sings, "Put your head on my shoulders, baby." I don't know the rest of the song. I don't remember it, but I like that song. The guy who sung it, I don't know his name, but I think he's kind of cute. Um, I don't know. I end up like, and usually it's more characters, or my brain attributes them to like a character on a TV show if they're from way back when. Sometimes I get like vintage slash, retro crushes, whatever. But it's usually just in, oh, I think they're cute, and it's more of a pretend crush kind of vibes. Um, but um, I don't know. There's some TV shows like Scarecrow and Mrs. King. Scarecrow, the guy who plays Scarecrow, I kind of have a little bit of a. That'd be a that'd be a retro crush because it's kind of not quite the '60s, and like '70s and back would be, I'd say, no, '70s and up to like '90s is a retro crush. Anywhere farther than that, I would consider a vintage crush. I made it up. It's just something I that was a cute thing to say. But yeah, um, it's so funny. I think one of my things is when I end up getting a crush on, like, whether it's character or you know an old version, an older like a younger version of an actor. I think that's the word. I'm I a lot of times, um whether I see it right away or not, or subconsciously, all the characters slash actors or whatever, mostly the characters that I've had crushes on, there's always like something like a sadness. I did not kill someone. No, I did not. Jerry Lewis died in 2017. And this person on here was thinking, or I don't know, was trolling or something. And I'm like, I did not. I was just talking about Jerry Lewis and how I saw sadness behind his eyes when in some scenes that he would do. Like, I don't know. Yeah. It's like 3 a.m. for me. No, you're good. You don't gotta be sorry. You're good. I can't read that name. I'm blind right now. Um, but yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just like old shows. They kind of are cozy. And now I don't like shows that don't have like a story and a little bit of action. They have to have some action to it. But I like a cozy older story. They I don't know. I have a thing for nostalgia, even for an era that I was not a part of. Um, I don't know. It's comforting. It's comforting. Um, I don't know if any of you guys have comforts in shows, that old shows or whatever, but I don't know. Yeah, probably in a little bit I'll get off because it is 3 a.m. But I just thought I would kind of share some thoughts, just kind of hang out a little bit. Um, I don't know. It's so weird. So my dad just had open heart surgery for the second or third time. Second time? I don't know, something like that. It I can't remember. Um, and he that was hard. It wasn't so hard the week that he was gone. I didn't see my parents and stuff. It wasn't so hard directly about him because I wasn't seeing it. I wasn't there seeing all the stuff. But was it on Friday? Whenever he got back from his surgery, um, it was hard. It was hard, you know, just kind of dealing with uh, the house on my own because I live with my parents and my brother. Um, it was kind of hard, but I, like I didn't really what's the word? My brain didn't really like process it. I'm still kind of processing it. But I do know what was hard is when the day he was supposed to get discharged and he just got home. We had to call the ambulance, call 911 because he was having some kind of like we thought was maybe a seizure or something was going wrong with the machine. Anyway, he was having issues. So we ended up having to stay in the ER with my dad because honestly, there was just I'm sorry, the system is broken. There was like no doctors or nothing, hardly like it was just nobody was getting us the actual help we needed or whatever. And anyway, so it was just I don't know. We ended up at the ER from uh, with my dad since he got there at 9 p.m. We got there at like 10 p.m. It was 10 p.m. till 5 a.m. So we were up the entire time trying to kind of sort of sleep in the chairs, and that did me in because that was we were that was stressful. That is when it was really hard and stressful because I had a panic attack while the EMT people and the police officers, a really nice police officer, looked about my age actually. He was really nice. I didn't see what he looked like because I was too overwhelmed and I was shut down because it was really stressful. That was hard. I had a panic attack um when that was happening. So that he went to the hospital in the ambulance, and then about half an hour to an hour later, we finally got over there to see to be with my dad. And my poor mom, she we all have autism, and she had a couple meltdowns. Like my mom usually doesn't have meltdowns in public like that, and it was hard. She's a sweetheart. My mom's a sweetheart. But it broke my heart seeing her so upset. Um, and because we were all getting frustrated with the nurses. We in the not just the nurses, just everything. There's a lot of good nurses, but the ones we had just added to a lot of our medical trauma. I'll just say that much. But yeah. Anyway, that was sort of some of my life issues this week. But yeah. Um. Oh, and I'm pretty sure I'm not sure for sure, but um sans a test for it, like official like EKG test for seizures. I'm pretty sure that I've been having seizures because somebody who knows, one of my friends who knows seizures, um, she she actually is the one that said, "I'm pretty sure you're having a seizure." I was like, because I'd never had, that was the first time I'd had a seizure in front of somebody. What I'm thinking is a seizure. I'm actually going to the neurologist just the 27th of this month. I'm so excited to figure out what's wrong with me so I can fix it. I mean, other than other things that's wrong with me, but I mean, like, what medically wrong with me. Um, it's going to be nice to actually get some answers, hopefully. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty sure because I had this and she was like, I didn't even suggest this to her. She was like, I didn't even wasn't even thinking originally that for sure that they were seizures. I was thinking there's something neurological going on when those are happening. But yeah, I don't know. And yeah, I don't know. I just thought I'd be share some of that was going on with my life and I don't know. I don't know, maybe nobody wants to listen to it. Maybe some people want to listen to it. That, that's their prerogative. But yeah, um, yeah, I don't know. Well, it says there's only one person here. I guess I scared people off. That's fine. That's that's life, I suppose. Talking of life on this thing. Um, but yeah. Um, I don't know. My dad, surprisingly, for just having heart surgery, not even 2 weeks ago, not even a week and a half. I don't know. He's doing really well. He's doing really, really well. But it was hard that day at the ER. That was what was the hardest for this week. Uh, but we're getting through it. We've had a lot of people praying for our situation, and um, it's yeah. Besides that and stuff. Sorry, I'm rambling, kind of. Um, oh, I think I wasn't finished with the seizure train of thought. Um, so my friend, so I was like having trouble speaking, and I was like getting stuck on syllables of words. I couldn't speak. It was like really hard to force words out of my mouth. Um, and that was the first time it happened in front of somebody. I said that before, but um, and then my hands would get like kind of locky uppy. They weren't like fully locked up. I could kind of move them if I really thought about it. Um, and so that was one type of thing I've been dealing with. Anyway, there's a lot of things I've been dealing with, and I'm hopefully gonna get some answers. Any of my chronic illness people out there would know, what it's like trying to get a proper diagnosis of whatever it is. I'm open to whatever actually is wrong with me as long as they actually do their due diligence to what's figure out what's wrong with me. Uh, I wish every doctor would be that willing to be like that for people, but they're not always. But yeah, I don't know. In a few minutes, I'll probably like maybe sign off here because I'm tired and I need to get off. But I just wanted to share kind of some of my things that I've been dealing with and whatnot. And I hope y'all can hear me. Um, I'm not sure if that was muffling it. Didn't even think about that. Um, but yeah. Oh, what's slipping? But yeah. I don't know. I'm just trying. I'm also very tired. But yeah, I think I'll sign off in like a minute here or so. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll stay on for just a little bit longer. Um, but yeah, life's life, and it's gonna life. That's little motto thingy that I created. I don't know what it is. A phrase that I created. Um, yeah, I don't know. I've just been dealing with a lot, so both medically and emotionally. I'm sure my emotional state hasn't been helping my medical state either, but I feel like feeding into each other. Medical feeds into the emotional, and the emotional feeds into the medical, and anyway, it's a vicious cycle. But yeah, I hope life's been treating y'all better than some of that. But I'm thankful that I have a lot of people in my life that are helpful and understand. Um, but sometimes I don't have the words to explain what's going on with me when in the moment when they're happening. And I tend to intellectualize a lot of my feelings instead of feeling them. And that's not always good. You need to feel your feelings first, and then you can intellectualize later. Because intellectualizing isn't evil, but it can be helpful, but it can also be just as harmful as it is helpful. And you still need to, if obviously if you have things like I don't, is it alexithymia, the one where there's where you, like a disorder where you can't, you're like you can't actually feel anything, like that's different, where you literally, but I mean for people that don't have that kind of disorder, if you can feel your feelings, feel them. Do your best to feel your feelings first before you try to intellectualize them. Don't ask yourself, why am I having this? Not right away anyway. Just say, okay, I have a feeling. I have a feeling, and we can figure out what the feeling is later, but we're feeling this feeling, whatever it is. Just sit in it for a little bit, and then after you feel that, then you can think, okay, let's backtrack. Why did I have this feeling? Is there a reason or a way that I can not have it again? Or is it something that you need to just understand that it'll happen? And then that's kind of how you're supposed to process your emotions. You feel them first, and then you intellectualize them after. But there's also a point where you don't want to over intellectualize even afterwards. You gotta, it's a balance. And I will say I'm not the best at either of those. Okay, I'm not the best at feeling my feelings. I'm better at intellectualizing. And sometimes feeling your feelings means listening to music to get your feelings to actually come to the surface. For me, a lot of times that's what brings my feelings out of behind the intellectualization. It it helps. And maybe for you it's cooking or reading or watching a movie. Sometimes watching movies or TV shows that are emotional help bring up the emotions so I can feel them and actually feel them, and then figure out later, hey, you know, why was I feeling that? Why do I have so many more emotions to this specific like scene or song lyric or whatever? Why would that be so significant? How does that tie back to what I've been feeling? Why does that bring up that feeling? And sometimes that'll help you process your feelings. But remember, feel first, think after about what your feeling is. Obviously, don't then take action. Do you see? Do you see the difference? I didn't say you take action after you feel. Feel, think, take action. Whether that be to find a coping strategy, a healthy coping strategy for whatever that was, or whatever, or if that is actually talking to somebody. Maybe you need to talk to somebody. Don't don't act before you think, but feel before you think. Because if you don't feel them first, it's harder to feel them later. And eventually you'll become numb, and being numb is never good. In the long run, that'll just hurt you, because a numb person can't feel the damage that they're taking, to be honest. Because if you can't feel any pain, you wouldn't know you're cut. You wouldn't know you got a cut. You wouldn't know you got a bruise if you didn't feel the pain. Well, I mean, you might see them, but you'd have to see them. Or say you felt something, like you got something's an ailment inside of your body went wrong. If you don't have that pain, you wouldn't know to fix it. I kind of see what I'm saying. But anyway, went on a little, a good, but a rabbit trail right over there. And anyway, I think I'm gonna be done now. But thank you for anybody that was here to listen to me ramble on about whatever. Um, God bless y'all, and thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a good night, and um, I pray y'all, just have peace in your life. Anybody that watched, even the ones that left, I pray that y'all, you know, just, just what good things. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm just trying to be, loving. Anyway, um, God bless and good night. Oop, that's not what I hit. Good night.